This year we were treated to seeing close up what the planet Pluto looks like. And I've waited all my life to see Pluto, but I've been writing about it for a long, long time, maybe in anticipation of this happening. Back in 1929 and 30, H.P. Lovecraft wrote some poems in which he made up an imaginary planet called Yuggoth, which was out beyond Neptune somewhere. And and the next year, a very young astronomer named Clyde Tombaugh, who was about 18 years old, discovered Pluto. And Lovecraft wrote to his friends, "Yuggoth, they found Yuggoth." So I mentioned Yuggoth in this poem. And it is in tribute to Clyde Tombaugh, who discovered the planet. And also, this was a protest when I wrote it, that they had demoted Pluto. It was no longer officially a planet. But I hope after what we've discovered that Pluto will now once again become a real official planet again. No longer a planet, they say. Pluto, Hades, Yuggoth, 9, is now a nothing, a rock among rocks, despite the tug of its companion, silent and airless Charon. Now you are a mini-world, an oversized asteroid, tumbling in dust belt so dark and distant, our sun is but a blob of wavering starlight, world of death and darkness, methane, monoxide molten in every orbiting, shunned by the sun that made you. Must you now be snubbed by man? How demote a planet so lustrous in history? It has its gods. It has its gods. Can they evict the Lord of the dead with just a say-so? What of the millions of souls whose home is Hades? What of beautiful Persephone, who shuttles still on a high-speed comet for her 6-month residency as mistress of the underworld? What of the heroes and philosophers, the shades of pagan times, who teem those basalt cities, warming the Plutonian night with odes and songs and serenades? Are they to be homeless vagabonds? At first, it was planet X, out there somewhere because Neptune wobbled toward its not at its ring, toward death's domain. Then a Kansas farm boy, obsessed with the stars, ground his own mirrors, built his own telescope with car parts and farm equipment. Hailstones destroyed the farm crops. The telescope survived. The boy sent drawings of Mars and Jupiter to Lowell Observatory. Come work for us, they said. He hopped a train, had just enough cash for a one-way fare. And then, in monk-like hermitage, he toiled at Flagstaff, comparing sky photographs, hundreds of thousands of stars, negative over negative to light, searching for celestial wanderers, planetoi, asteroids, comets, that moved when everything else stood still in the cosmos. Clyde Tombaugh, 24, surveyed a sky where 15 million lights, the brightness of Pluto, twinkled, but only one that was Pluto. He found it. They sought him out in his retirement. Those fellows from the Smithsonian asked for his homemade instrument for their permanent collection. Hell no, he said. I'm still using it. I would as soon forget Kansas as Pluto. Tell Tombaugh's ghost his planet is not a planet. I can see the old man now, just off the death barge. He hopped from Charon greeting the lords of Acheron, that rusted tube of telescope under his arm, scouting a mountaintop for his next observatory. Pluto, Hades, Yuggoth, 9. Change at your peril a thing once named.